Here's why I'm ringing your bell. I'm here on behalf of the earth, 'cause saving the planet starts with yourself. So I've got a little list for you to check through, some simple things that you can do to make sure our street will pass the test on respecting the environment. On my block, everybody knows how to be kind to the earth. I keep an eye on my friends outside, 'cause together we can make it work. We plant new trees and compost leaves, scoop the poop and save the rain. We grow native plants in our gardens and keep the garbage out of the drain. 'Cause making a difference feels so good.
I got the green bee on my street.
I got the green bee on my street.
Welcome to the Elizabeth River Project's 3rd annual Youth Resilience Expo.
Hi, I'm Sarah McBride,
And I'm Janet Goldbach-Amer,
and we're the Youth Resilience Coordinators of the Elizabeth River Project. And we're here today
to celebrate you!
We are so proud of all of you for carrying out your projects this year with a message of inspiration and hope. And we need to give a big thank you to the teachers, families, and parents this year for helping you along the way as you completed your action projects. Thank you.
Today's expo will be about 30 minutes long. We will recognize the students' projects and celebrate all of your hard work and accomplishments to restore the Elizabeth River watershed. Every project will receive a special superlative award. There will also be door prize giveaways throughout. Please make sure you have the chat enabled. This year, we are recognizing 22 schools, 1,075 students from Chesapeake, Portsmouth, and Norfolk. Agenda: welcome, Princess Elizabeth and guest speaker inspirational words, brief youth resilience overview, returning participants project celebration, new participants project celebration, and wrap up. And now, a few words of inspiration from our guest speakers.
Hi everyone, my name is Shayla Rivera and I want to say bravo for being involved in the Elizabeth River Project. You guys are doing exactly what science is all about. Science is about using our imagination and then doing something about it. And you guys have shown up, taken a risk. You have said, I'm not staying home and not learning anything new. I am not going to just kind of sit there and feel sorry for myself. I'm going to try to find a new thing to learn and a new way to solve things. And I think that the future in science and of our beautiful world is so much better. It's guaranteed because people like you are already involved in making a difference. So way to go to show up, do some more, imagine better, and do even more. Congratulations. Keep on keeping on.
Hello, my name is Ray Wicker. I'm the owner-operator of Wicker's Crab Pot Restaurant and also a commercial waterman. I'd like to thank all the children for coming out and doing all the hard work they've been doing with their projects to help us make the river healthy and clean. I'm a 4th generation waterman. I've been crabbing for over 40 years. My great-grandfather John Wicker started crabbing the same river back in the 40s. With the invention of crab pots, my grandfather Roy opened up the Blue Channel in Norfolk, which was one of the first picking houses in the state of Virginia in Norfolk. I opened my restaurant up in 2008, and I'm following suit with my family tradition of working the water. I am very proud to be able to continue to keep the family heritage going, and I really do appreciate the children for learning everything they can about this river and making the river healthy for us to be able to continue for my grandchildren in the future. We get different bycatch too, and this is an oyster toad that was actually in the pot, and he's going to be able to be shared with the learning barge. And we found oysters that were growing on the side of the barge, and that is a true sign that the river is becoming more healthy, because these oysters help filter the water, and it's going to just make the river a whole lot better for everybody. With all the hard work of the children, the learning barge, and everybody working together, we're hoping that we can make the river more healthy, and we're looking forward to a bright future.
Royal greetings, students and teachers. I am Princess Elizabeth, for whom the Elizabeth River was named in the 1600s. I am thrilled to hear about your projects that help reduce flooding and runoff in the Elizabeth River, along with reducing your carbon footprints. Today, we are celebrating your hard work as resilient River Star students. Now, throughout this expo, I will be reaching into the all-royal treasure box for door prizes from our local partners. Oh, let's choose one now. Oh, look, it's to Norfolk Botanical Gardens. It's 3 one-day passes. Congratulations!
This event is part of a prestigious award given to the Elizabeth River Project in 2019 from the Barbara Upton Wilson Fund of the Hampton Roads Community Foundation. This 3-year grant supports leading a regional youth resilience collaboration. Through hands-on, innovative programs, students learn how to take effective action and to make decisions regarding sea level resilience for the Hampton Roads community without losing hope. This event is also supported by the Chesapeake Bay Watershed Education and Training, or BWET, grant to the Elizabeth River Project in 2019 from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The 3-year BWET grant supports meaningful watershed education experiences for Chesapeake students and teachers as they learn innovative ways to teach about the Chesapeake Bay's iconic blue crab. Students learn and find ways to address the impacts of sea level rise on river life, themselves, and their community.
Oh, here we are again for a drawing from the Royal Treasure Box. Let's see what we have. Oh, you're gonna love this. It's from Norfolk Kayak Rentals. And what we have here for you are 4 one-hour excursions on our lovely home river, the Elizabeth. Have fun rowing.
Today, we are recognizing over a dozen different student projects as resilient River Star schools and students. These student groups implemented projects addressing one or more of the following questions. How can our school or community capture and reuse rainwater? How can our school or community address flooding and runoff pollution? How can we encourage resilient action? And what can we do to reduce our carbon footprint? Share your excitement with us in the chat box. Every new participating school will receive a banner, and every returning school will receive a star to clip onto your banner. Each student will also receive a Resilient River Star medal. Now, let's take a look at some of our student projects.
Hi, my name is Rowan.
My name's Ollie.
My name is Thomas.
Hi, my name is Lindsay.
Josiah.
James.
My name is Nick.
Brody.
Justina.
And we are at Hague School.
For the past few months, we have been testing the quality of the water in the Hague. We measured things like nitrates, phosphates, turbidity, and pH.
We also checked the dissolved oxygen and tested for the presence of coliform bacteria. This is bacteria that is present in all warm-blooded animal feces.
The results were surprising because the water quality was better than we expected. Aside from the consistently positive coliform bacteria test, our results came back fair or good.
We thought the water quality would be poor because the Hague has so much litter, floods frequently, and sometimes stinks.
Since the Hague frequently floods, we wanted to find a solution to support the soil along the bank.
We worked with the city of Norfolk and made a plan to adopt a portion of the exposed soil to plant native grasses.
We also made plans to make a garden with native pollinators and edibles by our school. We found a good spot that gets at least 5 hours of sunlight a day.
We want to plant lavender, coriander, goldenrod, and much more to attract butterflies and bees. For the edibles, we hope to plant tomatoes, strawberries, and asparagus.
This project matters to me because we are helping the aquatic animals have a healthier home.
This project's important to me because we actually get to have a hands-on project that is beneficial to our school and the environment around us.
This project matters to me because I can keep my environment looking clean and looking better.
This project matters to me because we can motivate other areas with similar problems.
Because this is my community and I want to make it better.
I can help reduce the impact of flooding around my school.
I care about the future of our environment and community.
The U.S. contributes to a significant portion of global pollution and global warming. By fixing this relatively small body of water, we as a school, community, and city can push for a better environment, not only for this area, but for the world as a whole.
Thank you, Elizabeth River Project!
Hi everybody, I'm Anya. I'm an 8th grader in Blair Middle School's Environmental Club, and I've been working with Elizabeth River Resilience projects for the past 3 years. So Blair's Environmental Club has grades 6 through 8 and is led by Mrs. Leslie Campschmidt and Mrs. Allison Hazard. Our project this year is phase 2 of our learning garden to reduce flooding and runoff pollution, and we're going to do that by planting a stormwater garden. So we are planting spiderwort, which is a native perennial wildflower, and foxglove, beard tongue, in this area by the school that floods a lot and it just needs to be cleaned up and give some love, right? So my peers and I have nurtured the plants from seedlings over the past few weeks, and we are planting them in the ground after spring break. And so the first week we got plants that were only half an inch. The foxglove beard tongue is now 5 or 6. And the spiderwort is now over a foot, so that's really, really good. So we have had our challenges this year because we've been virtual and haven't been able to meet face to face. So we are really looking forward to meeting up to put these in the ground, but we will also make sure we wear our masks and social distance. So thank you guys so much.
Observations. We have a litter problem in our playground. Most of the trash is plastic water bottles and sports drinks. We created Reduce, Reuse, Recycle posters for our school hallways to help increase awareness and encourage resilient action. We want to help prevent polluted runoff of these water bottles going into the Elizabeth River. We gathered data over 2 weeks about the amount of plastic water bottles used in the classroom and at home and analyzed the results. Each 4th grade student received a reusable water bottle to use instead of single-use plastics. We hope this will help reduce our carbon footprint.
Sampling the water of the Elizabeth River and testing for different levels of nutrients and the pH of it to see if it's healthy for different organisms living.
We would like to be able to swim in this for future generations as well.
We tested the water quality at the Plum Point Park Kayak Launch 13 times during the past year and kept a table of results and trends. This location is the main branch of the Elizabeth River. We also removed litter from the small wetland at the kayak launch 4 times and removed a total of 50 pounds of trash from the wetland.
We've mostly been seeing a lot of plastic, such as trash bags, and we've also been seeing a lot of styrofoam, and it feels good to help the community.
We plan to work with the City of Norfolk to help plant new wetland grasses soon that will help absorb floodwaters.
Oh, here we go. It's time to choose a royal drawing out of the treasure box. Let's see what we have. Oh, look! We have 6 tickets, admissions into Nauticus, the Maritime Center in Norfolk. Congratulations!
If we plant a school garden, then the erosion on our schoolyard will slow. This will have a positive impact on water quality. Which garden material is the best to control erosion? Hypothesis. If we create a section of each type of garden material and allow it to rain over each, then the river pebbles will have the most staying power. We concluded that pine straw was the least eroded. How many plants do we need? Designing for erosion control. Each 4th grade student was given a single plant to add to the border rows. Once the rows were complete, we replaced the soil and added mulch to protect the plants. We know our project worked as predicted because there was minimal runoff on our sidewalks after a rainstorm.
And the name of my science project is the Elizabeth River Water Quality Project. My question is the Elizabeth River water quality better in the winter than summer? My hypothesis was it would be better in the winter than the summer. My procedures were, first I collected the river water, then I checked the temperature, then I checked the turbidity, then I poured the water into the tubes, then I put tablets into the test tubes, wait for them to dissolve, and then record my readings. Here is some of the data I had. We measured 6 variables. 3 of them improved. These were phosphate, turbidity, and biological oxygen demand. I think the primary reason turbidity improved is less boat traffic and less animal activity during the winter. I think phosphate improved as less fertilizer used in the winter than the summer. And phosphate levels directly impact biological oxygen demand, which means if phosphate goes down, so does biological oxygen goes down. My hypothesis was right. It would be better in the winter than the summer. Hope you enjoy.
We noticed our school ground floods often, leading trash to be swept into the storm drains. We measured the standing water after a rainstorm. We planted native wintergreen boxwoods to help reduce flooding and polluted runoff into the Elizabeth River. Teamwork makes the dream work. Our dream is to reduce flooding on our school grounds and help our environment. We measured a reduction in the number of inches of standing water and how long it took to evaporate.
Oh, here we go again. Let's visit your royal treasure box and see what we have for a lucky winner. Oh, look! It's one of my favorite places, the Virginia Aquarium. We have 4 admission tickets. Oh, have fun!
My name is Evelyn Page, and I'm a sophomore in the IB program at Granby High School. I've lived in Norfolk my entire life, and one of my favorite places is a small beach at the end of 49th Street. My friend and I often go there on the weekends to collect sea glass, watch the wildlife, and wade in the water. It's a beautiful, popular location for crabbing, sailing, and lounging. Sometimes we see dolphins and horseshoe crabs. Other times, the water is too nasty to wade in. Occasionally, the shoreline is littered with trash, dead crabs, and fish. Recently, I heard of the Elizabeth River Citizen Water Monitor Project. It was a chance to protect my community and to better understand the Elizabeth River, so I signed up immediately. This project allows me to use my love of chemistry and nature to benefit my community and the river. It consists of a testing kit, which I use to measure nitrate, phosphate, dissolved oxygen, and bacteria levels, as well as the pH, salinity, and turbidity of the water. My tests revealed low oxygen levels and high coliform bacteria levels. The Environmental Protection Agency's Watershed Monitoring website confirmed these results. I theorize that these levels are a result of a combination of sewage water and pet waste entering the river. Whenever we have high tidal flooding, the sewers overflow because of outdated sewage and plumbing systems. Fortunately, the City of Norfolk is planning to replace and upgrade sewer pump stations and pipelines around our area. To help the Elizabeth River, citizens can contact their local representatives and advocate for better sewage systems. Another way to prevent pollution from entering the water is to pick up dog poop in our neighborhoods. We all love our dogs, but their poop belongs in the trash, not the river. The Elizabeth River Foundation holds cleanup events and other volunteer opportunities for anyone who is interested. Through these efforts, we can greatly improve the conditions of our river, including the 49th Street Beach.
We noticed our schoolyard has standing water after a rainstorm. If we plant native trees and flowers, then they will decrease the standing water and flooding. We decided what native plants to plant in each flooded area.
Long redwoods are one of the also one of the fastest growing trees. The Dawn redwood has bright green feathery leaves that turn reddish brown in the fall.
Pondadoria grows best in muddy water. It isn't around on the west side of the United States. It is very common on the east side of the U.S. It grows normally 2 to 3 tall. The leaves grow at max 5 feet wide. Rushes are distinguished by cylinder stalks or hollow stem-like leaves. You would most likely find them in moist or shady places.
Milkweed can go to about 1.5 meters tall. Milkweed is good for butterflies, bees, and other pollinators because there's a lot of nectar in all milkweed.
Hibiscus develop large trumpet-shaped flowers with no scent. The flower consists of 5 or more petals, and they're in multiple colors. Bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds are their main pollinators.
pollinators. Hibiscus are water-loving plants.
The iris is a type of flower that does best in the sun. They do not bloom if they do not get enough sunlight. The reason that we have planted these is because they do require a lot of water. And we have a ton of water that we needed to suck up.
We partnered with Keep Norfolk Beautiful to learn about stormwater management, reducing plastic waste through reusing and recycling, microplastics, and runoff pollution. Over the winter, we collected over 100 pounds of trash from the Elizabeth River. We then sorted the debris and used it for 2 projects, a trash boat and an art sculpture. We identified the marine debris and determined how long each item would take to break down.
Oh, royal greetings again. It's time for our favorite time for drawings. Let's check the box. Oh, look, we have a $20 gift card to a store called Less Than. They have sustainable green goods that you're just gonna love. Have fun.
This year, our Chrome Clubs worked on a STEM challenge to answer the question, how can you use recyclable materials or reuse materials to help the environment? Some students designed filters made from water bottles and other recyclables to test how they can clean muddy water. Other students researched ideas on how plastic can be used in construction projects. We learned how these actions can help reduce our carbon footprint and prevent runoff pollution into the Elizabeth River.
Project for reducing the carbon footprint in the water from the Elizabeth River, which I'm at. Take the plastic and recycle it, reuse it for roads. We can melt the plastic down, and since plastic is weather resistant, it would work better than asphalt.
And today I will be participating in a water filtering project. My dirty water, I have 2 bottles of dirty water so I can show you how it looks once it's done. So what I did was put foam balls. I put one of those in there, and after I did that, I put some cotton. I covered the cotton with some cotton balls, and after the cotton balls, then I used some gauze. I put it at the top so I can try to get all the big and heavy dirt out.
These are the materials I used to make the water filter. I used a glove, a piece of paper towel, and charcoal, 2 water bottles, and tape.
So I put in gravel, rocks, and sand, and I used a cloth to hold it out in.
So the filter I used here is gravity because the sand was heavier than the water. So the sand unmerged from the water and went to the bottom.
It's working a lot better than I thought it was going to. Look how much we got. We got a lot of that. That's all dirt. See how it looks. I think we did good on this one. See?
I have some dirty water right here, and my water filter right here. This is filtered water. Okay, some recorded in there. This is the results. You can see there's little pieces of dirt still left in there.
Okay, so there's some clean water that's coming out, and it's only a few inches. It's working. There's clean water coming out.
Again, very muddy, dirty water. And that very muddy, dirty water is up here, and it's turning in to clear water.
So the water is almost all the way clear. It could have still sat for a little while longer and got more clear. But overall, this test was a success. Camelot built 4 raised garden beds to help absorb dirty rainwater before it washes into the local creeks and streams, and eventually empties into the Elizabeth River.
My name is Curtis Webb, and I'm in 4th grade. And look at these planters we built. We tried to save the blue crab from its flooding and erosion to rain.
So we built these planter boxes, and we are going to add plants to them, different kinds of plants, and we are hoping that this is going to solve the flooding problem that we have around here, that the roots will absorb the water under the ground, and that this is going to better help the environment and the Blue Crab Project, so that all the bad pollutants and everything in the air does not flow downstream.
We also purchased 2 large rain barrels to collect gutter water and redirect it before it enters the local sewers. And lastly, we purchased reusable water bottles for every 4th grader to do our part in reducing litter.
And look at these cool planters that we have. We're building these so we can stop the flooding around our school.
We created a long-term maintenance plan that the 4th grade will use every year to maintain our rain garden. We will be planting native herbs, flowers, and tomatoes. We are learning the different growth stages of plants. We hope our native plants will protect the Elizabeth River from erosion.
I'm Isabella.
And I'm Ron.
And we're peer mentors for Nauticus's Youth Discovery Crew. And so this is our community art piece. It's designed to hang in one of our classrooms where we can teach people about plastic pollution and upcycling. Do you guys know what upcycling is? No? Okay, so say you have something like really old that you don't like anymore, like a shirt or whatever. So maybe you cut it up and make it to a really cool mask or something like that. So upcycling is essentially taking something old, and instead of like recycling it and throwing it away, is giving it new purpose and making it into something new and cool.
And this is just one of our programs. We've got many of them, and they all motivate guests to make better choices for the environment.
Oh, here we are again, here with Princess Elizabeth and the royal treasure box for a drawing. Let's see. Oh, look at this. We have a gift card to Happy Earth Apparel. Oh, I can hardly wait to see what you're going to purchase.
Students, give yourselves a big pat on the back. We know that this year's been a unique and challenging year, and we've all grown together in our resilience, so we're so proud of you all. Let's have a really big round of applause for all of your hard work and dedication.
We will be delivering your awards and door prizes over the coming weeks. Please look at our website for more photos and videos featuring all student projects.
Congratulations to all of our participants. Students, teachers, and families, you have a lot to be proud of this year. Thank you for being resilient river leaders in our communities.
Thanks so much for coming. Hope to see you next year. Bye.
Making a difference feels so good.